Okay, before we talk about football, this weekend means something for Man United fans. It always does. Munich Air Disaster anniversary. It's not just a date in the calendar. It is a big, massive part of this club. The badge, the tunnel, the names, the silence before kickoff. When you pull on that shirt on a weekend like this, it carries more than just 3 points. It's got to. Carrick spoke about that. You need to understand the history, understand the responsibility. He doesn't use it to put pressure on players. He uses it to ground them. This is just a game of football. This is not life. But go out there and fucking win. You can see it in how United are playing right now. They don't play with frantic football anymore. They don't play emotional football anymore. It's respectful, it's measured, controlled. United are calmer in possession, more patient in the build up, less desperate to force moments when they're just not there. The shape matters again, but this time it's when they lose the ball, they reset, they get back in positions, they don't scatter, they get compact. This is not an accident, that's structure. Against Spurs, structure is everything. Tottenham want the chaos. They want the quick vertical passes. They want the press triggers. They want moments where United are going to lose discipline. We cannot get emotional. We cannot lose our discipline. We cannot rush into tackles. We cannot give them any of that. Midfield spacing has to stay tight. Recycling has got to be accepted. And when the press comes, and it will come, we cannot rush in. Carrick's message about the occasion matters tactically. It tells you United won't chase the early adrenaline. They won't turn it into a track meet. They're going to slow it down. They're going to try and control territory. Definitely try to control the emotion and let the game breathe. Spurs will try to squeeze the pitch. They will try to speed it up because that's how they play. 1 minute they're garbage, next minute they're flying. That's Spurs under Frank. But they're the side note. Man United are the main course. This match is about United showing maturity, that this run is built on discipline, that the control holds on a day that demands composure. Because remember, in Munich isn't about playing with fear, it's about playing with respect. And sometimes the most respectful thing you can do is stay calm and do your goddamn job. Man United do that, we're winning this game comfortably. If they fall into the trap that Tottenham want them to fall in, it's going to be like City last week. It can be anything. Okay, first for the defence, and of course we're going to have Lemens in goal. And the big thing with him is he's fucking calm. He doesn't force it. He doesn't rush it. If he can't beat the press, he just goes long. No drama. No mistakes. I love this guy. The fullbacks, Delo and Shaw, they've been solid. They don't deserve to be dropped. Last week I did put Mazraoui in, but he's been fine since Carrick came in. Not setting the world on fire, but he's been fine. Neither of them need to play hero football here. I've noticed the last few games under Carrick, they're not bombing forward. They're being structurally sound. They're staying pretty much in the back in their shape. Delo's job is about timing, picking his moments to step in. Don't vacate space just to get involved. If you're going to be bored out there, be bored out there. Just stay tuned in. Shaw's job is balance as well. Got to hold his width, support when it's on, but first protect the shape, as I said. Spurs want you dragged out wide. They want to play through the middle. That's where their strength is. That's why they want gaps. United cannot give them gaps. Okay, essentially we've got the big two who have been fucking fantastic. Maguire and Martinez. Pairing, it's all about contrast. We've got Maguire. He stays, he commands the space. He wins the contact. He wins the aerial duels. He wins the ground duels. He wins every goddamn duel. Then we've got Martinez. He reads, he steps in. He tries to cut passes. He tries to get into those passing lanes. And if he needs to, break lines, he'll pass the ball or he'll run with the ball into midfield. It's brilliant. The key here is discipline. No overstepping, no chasing into midfield, no turning it into a foot race, because, they're both not exactly fucking fast. If United hold their line, keep distances tight, force Spurs wide, which is what Spurs do not want to do, and that takes Spurs out of the game because they want to play through the centre. Back five, including the keeper, it's not about aggression, it's about composure, positioning, and making Spurs play out wide where they don't bloody want to. Okay, now midfield, the double pivot, Casemiro and Mainu, obviously. Casemiro sits, he anchors, he slows things down when Spurs want to speed it up. This isn't about him charging forward, it's about positioning, it's block passing lanes, break rhythm, stop Spurs before they fucking start. And when the ball turns over, he's the first to reset. A simple pass, shape restored, breathe, back in control. That's how it's done. Then we have Mainu. This is where the control really shows. Mainu doesn't panic. He doesn't rush touches just to look progressive. He receives under pressure and he keeps it. Turns when it's on, recycles when it's not, and always gives United an option. And that matters against the Spurs press. Because if Manu stays composed, Spurs triggers don't work. Sideways passes, fine. Back to the centre back, fine. You don't always need to go forward. You don't always need to play a Hollywood pass. Keeping possession, keeping control is sometimes a lot more important. We don't need to win the midfield by force. Just win it by keeping the ball and frustrating Tottenham. Be patient. Casemiro holds the floor. Manu manages the tempo. Together, they control the rhythm of the match. If United control the rhythm, they control the whole fucking game. And Tottenham won't get a goddamn sniff. These two are on fire, especially Casemiro in that last match. But Manu has been quietly solid. I'm expecting him just to fucking go full throttle. Okay, now for the attacking up top, we're going to stick with Mbeumo. He's been pretty solid. It isn't about him being a traditional target man, it's about movement. Pulling centre backs wide, running channels, making Spurs defend, facing their own goal. He doesn't need constant service, he needs the right moments. Underneath him, we've got Bruno in that centre spot, in that 10 spot. Not just the passer, he's the director. He's the dictator. He just decides what he wants to do, and he goes and does it. When the pause, when the risk is worth it, he'll go for it. On a day like this, control matters. He's got to try and rein in that emotional side of his. We need the controlling side. Okay, then there's Kuna. This is where the unpredictability comes from. He drops deep, or he goes long, he goes wide, or he comes in centre. No one knows. He forces defenders to either step in, or even if he's doing nothing, defenders have got to watch him because he can always, a turn of a moment, do anything. Creates chaos a little bit because you never know what he's going to do. But that gives United a chance just to create something, anything. And Diallo on the other side, he's the one that's going to stretch the pitch. He's going to hold his width. He's going to receive the ball. He's going to commit defenders. He's going to run at them. Not every touch needs to be a dribble. He can stop. He can come back now and again. Not like Anthony coming back every single goddamn time. But come back sometimes. Make Tottenham guess. Don't let them know exactly what you're going to do. He'll go inside. He'll go outside. And yeah, sometimes you can come back. The key with this attack is patience. United don't need waves of chances. We need spaces. We need timing. And we need to just make it count when it happens. This front four stay disciplined. Chances will come. Against this Tottenham side, chances will definitely come. And if Van der Van is back, or whatever his name is, that Speedy Gonzalez centre back, then Tottenham might play a high line. That means there's going to be a lot of space in behind. So Diallo, he could probably rub his hands and think, I've got a goal or two in me here. So we don't need chaos. We need control for the whole match, for everyone. Because the emotion's going to be there just for the occasion, just for Munich, just for that anniversary. The emotion is already going to be there in that stadium. So the players need to just be controlled a wee bit. Yeah, Bruno, I'm talking about you, pal. Keep it in you. Okay, so that's the task. Remember the occasion, respect the history, but play with clarity. Control the game, control the tempo, let the quality do the talking. If United get that right, the result's going to take care of itself. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm saying 4-1. I'm saying 4-1. Bring it on.